Hello everyone, welcome back to BeardMeetsChef. Today's recipe is one of my absolute favorites, a true classic from the world of Nouvelle Cuisine. If you ever watched chefs like Marco Pierre White during the 1980s and the 1990s, you've probably seen Chicken Ballantine. It's an elegant, incredible, delicious. Even today, it's still one of the best ways of preparing an entire chicken. Today's recipe will be displayed in the description below. Feel free to copy and use it. Let me know in the comments what you think. We'll begin with our stuffing. Take a half of a white bread and cut into slices. Cut those slices into fingers and then cut the fingers into large cubes. Don't worry of making them perfect. Large, chunky pieces works best because you'll absorb more moisture while giving us a light and fluffy stuffing. What makes this recipe so special is that every slice contains both breast meat and thigh meat. Nobody ends up with only white meat or dark meat. Every serving is perfect and balanced. Next, add your nuts. For today's recipe, I'm using almonds, cashew nuts, macadamias, sunflower seeds, dried cranberries. Feel free to use whatever mixture you enjoy. Now comes my favorite, inner Parman chicken stock powder. This is an incredible product. Add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil for moisture. Now add an egg to help the stuffing to bind. Everything with garlic is delicious. For this part, we're gonna add 2 heaped tablespoons of garlic. If you like more garlic, feel free to add more. For the herbs, you can add fresh or dried. For my preference, I used 3 teaspoons of dried herbs. For this step, don't be shy to mix everything well. Let the oil, the fats, the egg, spice and even the stock powder soak and mix well with the bread. Once your chicken has been completely deboned, butterfly the breast so that the meat covers the entire skin evenly. In future videos, I will show you how to debone the entire chicken. Important to note, when you debone the chicken, try to keep the skin intact. This helps for a clean look when you make your ballantine. When you butterfly the breasts, make sure that you butterfly towards the middle of the ballantine. It is important that you get the direction properly so it covers the skin equally and have a evenly spread for meat coverage. Yet another favorite product, Inner Parman's garlic pepper. Best seasoning underneath the sun. It's a multi-purpose seasoning. Thank you, Tani Inner Parman, for making this delicious product. I like to cut my butter in thin wedges. Then I can break it in half to actually divide the butter from top to bottom when I make my stuffing. Try to line up your stuffing and the butter in this direction. It's important to have the breasts and the thighs opposite from each other. This is going to help us when we roll the ballantine to have equally spread of dark meat and white meat. This part might be a little bit tricky because the stuffing might be or feel like it's too much stuffing for this kind of size of bird, but it is perfectly okay. We're going to squish this all together. Because it's white bread, it will mush into get in a soft condensed stuffing when we roll it into a ballantine. For this step, we're going to roll the thigh meat into the middle. It's important that we keep the thigh meat into the middle and not the breast first. The thigh meat is more moisture, more flavorful, and will lock in all the flavors with the stuffing. Where the white meat will basically be an insulator and keep firm during the cooking process of the ballantine. Tightness is important here. So we're going to roll the ballantine into a cylinder by using cling film as the first layer. Tying the ends very tightly and making sure that we compress the white meat around the ballantine and into the stuffing to keep shape. This is very important, to be patient and work very precise. The Nouvelle Cuisine era was one of my favorites because food was extraordinarily precise, delicious, and had soul. Our next layer will be into foil. Tin foil is being used to keep the final shape and locking all the heat from the bath. So you will see what I will do here to make another cylinder layer with tin foil and basically have this whole parcel put into a bath of water. Cool trick, keep the shiny part inward because that keeps the heat inside. The reason for the bath is to actually have the heat spread out equally. Ovens might have dead spots where there's too much heat or not enough heat. We want this to cook evenly. That's why we incorporate steam while the roasting process. It's important that we don't color the meat at this stage of the cooking. We just want the ballantine to cook through so it keeps shape. Now we're going to put it into the oven at 180 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. It depends on the size of your oven. If it's smaller ovens, try to keep it to 25. Larger industrial ovens, about 20 minutes. This is important to keep an eye on. You would not really know until the timer runs out when it's done. So don't open the oven constantly to check. Leave it closed until the time runs out. This step is very important. Let the ballantine cool off. Then after it's cooled off, put it directly into the fridge. Well, obviously removing it from the bath. Put it into the refrigerator and minimum leave it there for 4 hours. We want the gel or the jelly inside the ballantine to form because that's where all the flavor is. At this stage, the ballantine is going to look very pale. Don't worry about that because we are going to color it afterwards. There's quite a lot of options to give the ballantine white color. And sometimes we can actually serve this as a terrine as well. Like I said, this dish is extremely flexible and has multiple applications to make a delicious party trick. For finishing, you have options as roasting, smoking it, drying it, or even grilling it directly. For this particular video, I'm not going to grill the entire ballantine or having it on open fire for color. I'm going to separately slice them into small portions. You get about approximately 8 to 10 portions out of this, depending on the size of your ballantine or your bird. For what I'm going to do here afterwards is I'm going to fry this up in a pan with a little bit of olive oil to give it a color. And this is I'm going to do pre-service when I need to plate it for a dish. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next recipe. Lots of love and blessings from your friend, the Cowboy Chef.